Hi everyone, happy Chanukah. Thank you for tuning in and joining us as we celebrate Chanukah together. Over these next 8 nights, we'll join together virtually, lighting candles, singing songs, and celebrating this holiday together. An early debate amongst the rabbis asks, how do we light the Chanukah? Do we start on the first night by lighting one candle and adding an additional candle every single night? Or do we start on that first night by lighting 8 candles and then decreasing each night? Do we go from 1 to 8, or do we go from 8 to 1? So many of you know, because you're just familiar with lighting of the candles, that on the first night we light the 1 candle, and on each night we add. There's a really beautiful reason as to why we follow this opinion and why we practice in this way. In the Talmud, it says the reasoning for this opinion is that ma'alin bakodesh ve'ein moridin, that we rise up, we raise ourselves up in holiness, and we don't diminish. I think the easiest way to understand that is when we're doing a holy activity, when we're participating in this ritual commandment, we do so in a way that adds additional holiness. And so on the first night, we'll light 1 candle, and then the next night we add to that holiness by lighting a second and third, and so on until we get to 8 candles. But I also think there's a teaching about this that is relevant to our times right now. This has been a year that it's been challenging to find holiness, to see where God's presence can be when it feels so dark. And so I think this year in particular, we've had to each of us work hard to find that small glimmer of hope, that small light. It's been hard. Each of us have had to work on our own to find that way. And I think that's what we can take into this holiday. When we can find those small little nuggets, those little pieces of connection, of holiness, they can build on each other. And from one day, it can build to the next, and to the next, and to the next. And so that's my hope for this Chanukah holiday. That tonight we find that small glimmer of hope, that small blessing, whatever it might be, and we build on that the next night, and the following night, and the night after that, in the hopes that after this 8 days of our holiday, we feel a sense of joy, of gratitude, that hopefully spills out, overflows into the year ahead. So happy Chanukah. Continue to stay with us as we light the candles, we say the blessings, and we sing songs together. Happy Chanukah. Each night, a student from Bornblum Jewish Community School will lead us in lighting the candles. Thank you, Ethan Vanderwald, for leading us tonight in the mitzvah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem b'azman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechiyanu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu l'azman hazeh.
Ma'osur Yeshuati L'chana El Shabbat Tikon Tefilati V'sham Toda Nezabeya V'yetachim Manbeya of clay. And when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I will play. My dreidel is so playful, it loves to dance and swim. A happy game of dreidel, up play now, let's begin. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I will play. Oh, Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh, Chanukah in Yiddish. Oy Chanukah, Yontif Ashener, Allustiger a Freilicher, nicht danach a Säuner, alle Nacht mit Dreidlich spielen mir, frische heiße Latkes essen und Aschir, geschwinder sind Kinder, die Chanukah lichtlich an, sagt alla Nisim, lobt Gott, fahr den Nisim und la mir alle tanzen in Korn. Sagt alla Nisim, lobt Gott, fahr den Nisim und la mir alle tanzen in Korn.